Hey, 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 Star Bay, welcome back. Sit down. You're about to get some knowledge. No time to waste, here we go. In my previous video, I talked about a holiday called All Souls Day. It was established by the Catholic Church. Catholic Roman Church, I believe. During these festivals, the poor would go out to the streets and beg for food, money, anything they could get. And the rich would give them soul cakes. Soul cakes are like tiny little pastries. And the deal was, if you were given a soul cake, you would have to go home and pray for the dead relatives of the family who gave you that soul cake. So if Miss Johnson down the road gave me a soul cake, I'd have to pray and bless her dead relatives of the Johnson's family, essentially. So children would run out throughout the whole neighborhoods and knock on every door and beg for soul cakes. And in return, they would pray for the dead relatives of that family, which is why the tradition now is kids would go door to door and ask for candy in America. Little knowledge there. That was a brief little history of trick-or-treating. Now let's get on to why we dress up. No clue? Well, I'll tell you. Bustin' rhymes, making moves. Alright. Back then, around All Souls Day, and even further back, even further forward, people believed that on Halloween, ghosts and spirits could come to the earth and walk around like one of us. And they would play pranks and possess some people, just mess with you. So to prevent that from happening, people would put on masks when they would go out after dark, so the spirits would recognize them as their own, kind of like, oh, that's like my homie over there, I don't need to mess with him, and kind of not be recognizable by the spirits. Now it's tradition to dress up as whatever you want for Halloween. You know, you gain a whole new identity. So maybe that's why no ghost has followed you home yet. Some other traditions that we see as staples for Halloween were actually pretty cool back then, so I just want to throw those in there real quick because this video is kind of short. I want to make it a little longer. So, witches and black cats. So back then, you know, people were crazy about witches, you know, crazy ladies, crazy hair, doing some voodoo over a cauldron. Well, they said that when witches were being hunted down, they were able to change into black cats to not be caught. So that's why we signify black cats with Halloween, I guess. Another few traditions that were lost over time was that Halloween was kind of a fortune-telling holiday. You could look into the future and see what was going to happen. So a lot of young women, like me, I would peel an apple, like with the skin, throw it over my shoulder, and whatever letter it would form, that would be the first letter of the first name of the man I was going to marry. There's that. There would also be, you would take a few chestnuts and name them each a man you want to marry, and you throw them in the fire. And it goes either way. It's whichever one burns first, that's who you're going to marry. Or in other cultures, the one that burns first, it's not going to happen because love burns out quickly. Last one I want to talk about, I think it's pretty cool because I love mashed potatoes. A matchmaking cook in Irish culture back then, she would put a ring into mashed potatoes and serve it to a group of young ladies. And would ever find the ring in their mashed potatoes, they would be the first to get married. I know, right? Like, if only that could happen now. Boom, done. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video a lot. I will probably try to get one more Halloween video up. If not, I'm just gonna put it up in November because, yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!